It has certainly been quite a bit of time between episodes, and this is not originally how I intended this episode to start, because I did a little bit of playing on a single player world between episodes, and it got me lamenting a little bit how overcrowded it's been getting lately around this 3000 point because of the new teleporter. And basically, I started out with a 15-minute rant of how I was trying to decide if I was going to move or not to who knows where, somewhere down south, super far away, all by myself, where there wasn't a whole bunch of people overrunning everything, and exploring all the caves and stuff. And basically I did a lot of talking to myself and asking you guys questions, but they're questions you'll never hear because I'm not going to keep that clip, but just questions about should I move, if I moved, what kind of build style would I do, and stuff like that. And in the course of talking, well, to you guys and to myself mostly, because that's the life of somebody who's creating videos, I came to the conclusion that I don't, in fact, want to move. I mean, I have a lot invested here already. I've got my house, which actually I just finished. I will show you guys in a little bit, but that's what I was doing during my little rant, was putting the finishing details on my house. And I don't know, basically I came to the conclusion that I do not want to move. I think the best course of action will be to focus on getting drifters and fixing up the translocator that I found however many episodes ago and just never had the gears to repair, sorry. So that is what I am going to do. I am going to focus this episode on making a mob trap, a drifter trap, so that I can trap a bunch of drifters and harvest the gears. Because I want to be able to go on adventures and go in all these caves. I watch Nathan's episodes, and he's always like going through these translocators and finding cool exotic places and fun stuff, and I'm like, I can't do any of that here because everybody's explored everywhere already. And I mean, these are all just lamentations of having a multiplayer server, but just that the resources they get scarce when people move in. So yeah, I am going to, as soon as I'm done chopping down these trees, because that's obviously first priority. Not really, but it's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, sorry, tangent. But yeah, I want to be able to go on adventures and kind of shake things up. I've been building for basically the entire season, my entire series so far, and I want to see more of the things that the game has to offer. I want to be able to see the bioluminescent caves myself and go look at the northern lights, which is definitely on my to-do list this winter. I plan on going and seeing the northern lights because I think they will be gorgeous. And I love how beautiful this game is, and I want to be able to experience all of it if I can. And so that's my plan. I am going to build a mob trap, catch a bunch of drifters, kill them for their gears, and repair the translocator that I found so that I can go on those fun adventures and explore and just enjoy more aspects of this game than just the building, which is what I've been kind of stuck into for the last while. So, oh, I promised I would show you the house built. It wasn't very much that was left on it. It was just this little back panel here that was open to the world, and now it's closed and has decor, and I don't want to put a window up there because I like the really tall windowless dormer look. And yeah, that's my house done. And I don't know, it's been an experience, but I definitely want to take a break from building for a little bit and just focus more on adventure and enjoying all of the aspects of the game. And when I get back, then I can start working on my massive workshop, because I am definitely in need of a workshop, because my limited space floor plan in that house is not gonna cut it for my needs. So I am going to finish getting the rest of the leaves off of these trees and harvesting them, and then I will be working towards getting my drifter trap worked out. As you can see by my hotbar, I have 3 temporal gears. I had one of my own, and then I decided to see if any of the fellow Arafurians had any gears that they would like to trade. And so Vistaman said that they wanted 2 polished granite blocks for 2 temporal gears. And the whole time I was going over to their base, I thought I was being punked. Like, there's no way that they want to get rid of 2 temporal gears for just granite, but that's all they wanted. We made our trade, and I went on my way. I do think that someday I need to go back and do a video of their base, because it is just gorgeous. They have done so much to it and made it just a beautiful, beautiful location. So, I am now on my way to the translocator that I found to go through. I would say a translocator for the first time, but I did just use a translocator to go to Vistaman's base, one that somebody else had found, and there's paths to, and it cut out a sizable chunk of the journey there. So I went through my very first translocator just a little bit ago, and back, return journey. So now I am going to head to this one and repair my very first translocator. So I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, here is our translocator. Let me eat a little bit. And so it's 4 of these, I think. And shall we see where it goes? Did I do something wrong? Warping space-time. Okay. How long does it take to warp space-time? I've heard there's a lot of struggles with translocators on the server, taking like 20 minutes to work. Hey, it looks like it's gonna do something. Let's step on and see where we go. Let's get sword first. And I can't see. Okay. Alright. This is a dead end. Okay. That's alright. This is not a dead end, however. But it might as well be, because it's a giant pit. So, as far as unwanted guests here, we're relatively safe. So, let me kind of go through rusty gear. These don't open, right? So they're essentially useless. Alright, let's make some room. Rusty gear. Rusted scraps. And nothing in those. Okay. So, I am going to pillar up to the surface and see what kind of an area we're in. Oh, don't step on the teleporting pad right now. Wow, we're just barely below the surface here. So this is at 103, and ground level, or like sea level, is like 110. Maybe not here? It's unfortunate that it's becoming nighttime, since I won't really be able to enjoy this area. So I am going to wait till it's daytime to come back and explore this new area. Is there anybody living in this area? There is no one around me from what I can see, but I see ruins, and this is a great place to look for meteors. I think that might be one right there. If it is, it's a giant one. I'm actually gonna, we're gonna mark this first. And then let's run over here to see if that is a meteor or if it's a cave. Well, it's a cave. That's not as fun. And these are carrots. I do need more carrots. I can explore the immediate vicinity before it gets dark. Alright, let's see on the map here. This is a great place to look for meteors. All flat and whatnot. I think I'm gonna head over to this ruin here and see what it has to offer. It looks like a whatchamacallit, a wall section, so it might not really have much of interest, but it's worth going and checking out. I think I'm going a little too far to the east right now. Let's try and head a little more north. Huh. Oh, there's another one right here. This one's closer, so I'm gonna visit it first. Really, really quick. Yikes, that's a big hole. It's hard to use the minimap when I'm recording because the little, I don't know, overlay thing that says that I'm recording goes right where the minimap is and in like the very center of it. Is there a way to move the minimap to the other corner? Because I would like that a lot more, because as of right now I cannot see. See, I totally passed it because I can't see on my minimap where I am when I'm recording. Okay, so these wall pieces, I don't actually think I have a shovel on me, so let's go on ahead and make ourselves one. There we go. Funny thing is I have stacks and stacks and stacks and ridiculous amounts of sticks at home, but I left them at home. So, you know, best laid plans and all. I don't know if this actually even has anything in it. Ha! It does. Look at that. Tenacity for the win. 4. Any good kind? Galena, so no. No good ore. Let's get this bony soil because it's neat and unique. There we go. Okay. I am enjoying being in an untouched area. This is what I have been missing from this game, because there are so many people by where I live now that there isn't just untouched terrain. Alright, let's head to the northwest a little, to that other ruin that I see on the map, and see if it has anything good. And here we are, the next ruin. And this vessel is nice and out in the open. Forage for a ton of cattails. Poultice is nice. So with ones like that where there is a vessel readily or like visible, do you dig more? Like, is this one a one and done kind of ruin, or is there more that's potentially in it? Well, I excavated it out and it doesn't look like there's more to be had from this particular ruin. So, shall we carry on? Let's see. What is something else that looks interesting to me? I would love to find some meteors. Of course, you know, so would everyone else. It's like the goal. Where in relation to my base is this? I'm really bad at the directions. Not... It's like way north. Oh, there's my house over there. Okay. So it's like northeast. Up over here. Alright, that's a sizable distance from most people. So that is definitely what I was wanting from this experience. So I am going to kind of putz around the area, and I'll bring you back in if I find anything interesting. I see something on the minimap that looks very suspiciously like a meteor. So I am heading over to check it out, see if my suspicions are correct here. Let's see, as we get closer, it's really hard for me to see since I am recording, so let's see, let's zoom in. I passed it, it's back here. My bad. Okay. Ha! Here we are. And there it is! Meteoric iron. Okay, I was gonna say, it's gotta be bigger than just one little block, right? But, yeah, it is. Does everyone always mine out the swivit, or swivite, or whatever? Because it doesn't really... I mean, you can get diamonds from it, I suppose, right? So, that's a reason to do it. But other than that, like... why? I guess diamonds. I guess that's the why. Diamonds. So, I will mine all of these out here. And I'll be back. Well, as I was gone, or sleeping, that is, last night, my food ended up rotting. So I don't have any food with me out here, but I did manage to get some surface copper deposits, and I did get the one meteor, so I do have a tiny bit of meteoric iron with me. So I'm gonna head home and restock, and then I'll probably come back out here. I've been collecting a lot of carrots. My carrot supply is going to be fantastic. So I will see you guys in a bit. So I would really like to get my drifter trap in here actually functional. And let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it is 15 down, but I was talking with Dirty Bum, and he seems to think that I probably have it one too deep. So I am going to take the top off of this and put down a layer of dirt just to see if I can get more drifters spawning in here, because even though I did get those temporal gears from Vista, I still really want to get my own trap functional. And it probably needs to even be bigger than this, just floor space wise. So I might make it bigger, but it's going to be a lot of work. So I will see you guys in a bit. Well, it's a pretty ugly hodgepodge patchwork kind of mess, but hopefully this will do it. And I'm going to kind of go around the area and make sure I don't have any caves that they're spawning in instead of down there, because that could be a reason why I'm not getting good numbers. So let's plug that hole back up. And while I was doing that, I had these fire bricks cooking, and let's get these out of here so it's not wasting them. And put in some more, because when I went through my translocator, I found a nice big supply of the red brick, so I am going to be able to make a whole lot more blast furnaces, hopefully. So let's open all 3. Get the next batch going, because these take forever to cook, and it takes like an entire stack to do 16 fire bricks. So yeah, I have quite a ways to go until I have a decent number of them. So right now I've got just over a stack. I wonder how many of these I can make. So there's a bottom and a top for it. They don't stack, do they? No, they don't. So if I can craft, there's 2. I'm gonna go on ahead and craft these up and see how many I can get, and I'll be back. Well, 6. I got 6. This is gonna take quite a few resources. Let's close that and bring these down in here. And since I don't have any space indoors really for this stuff, I am going to be putting it out here in a janky little outdoor bloomery workshop type thing and let them do their thing. But yeah, my goal is to process a significant amount. Did I make too many chimneys? Where'd my other furnaces go? Did I put them into a chest on accident? Because I did that earlier with my fire bricks. I had another chest open and I sent my fire bricks into a random chest. No, I don't see them in here. Maybe I didn't make as many as I thought I had? Because there's only 4 here, and I'm pretty sure I had 6. 5? There's 5. Okay, I can count. I promise. Weird. Oh, maybe I didn't craft that last one? Whatever the case. There we are. 6. 6 furnaces. So let's get some coal in them and iron to get them cooking up. Alright, so each of these are going to need 120 iron. So there's 2, 4, 6. Alright, there's 1. Shift click them in for 5 at a time, which is nuts because it goes so much slower than it should. And then I'll fill them all up. Okay, and light them up. And then we'll have 36 more iron ingots smelting up here. Or blooms, that is, because then we'll have to put them on the helve hammer and work them into ingots. So, iron is definitely a process, but it's worth it, and some of my iron tools definitely could use being replenished. So, yeah, we got smoke on all the little tubes there. So, we are good to go with those, and we do have some more of these bricks cooking up, so I will be able to make even more of those bloomeries and try and start making a dent in the iron supplies that I have. So, I'm going to go on ahead and work on that a little bit more. But here I am at Aledark and Strom's base, and they were kind enough to let me use their 3 helve hammer setup to work through all these iron blooms that I have. And because of time on this episode, I won't be able to get out and show you around at all. But I'm just making my way through these iron blooms. I've got 26 ingots done so far, and quite a few more to go. Finished up at Aledark's base using his helve hammer setup. But I was informed that Tzeku, who lives a lot closer to me, has created this community forge smithy area. There's an anvil to use, there's molds to use, they've even got some bloomeries going, and this 4 helve hammer setup here. And it's all community, and just make sure you don't take more fuel than there is, and if you do take fuel, put it back. Speaking of which, I'm going to fill these back up, because that's how I found it. And I had to leave Aledark's base because there was a storm coming, and I didn't want to be out in somebody else's base during a storm, and so I started running back home, but I didn't make it and I actually had to log off, but so instead of going back all the way to Aledark space, I came to Tzeku space because the 3000 portal is right here. And it's a lot closer to my base. Tseku's place is a lot closer to my base than Aledark space because he's all the way up here. And I was not able to... I mean, it's a lot easier to come over to this place here than it is to go all the way to Aledark if I need to use a 4 health hammer setup, which I hope to have my own someday, but in the meantime, this is an amazing community resource. So any of you on Ara Fury who don't know about this setup that Tseku's got going on, be sure to check it out because it is fantastic, and obviously there's no wind right now because I have garbage luck. But yeah, I was able to get my iron all processed, and I made these plates at Aledark's place so I can make myself some Brigadine armor because I'm just about done with the pajamas. I want an upgrade. And so I am going to be going to my base and finishing that up. Oh, right, just another thought. I wonder if Tzeku should consider putting like a tip jar, you know, like a chest that says tips or whatever, so if people want to, who come and use this resource, want to just like leave him a little gift or something as a sign of appreciation. I don't know if that's something that they're interested in, but it's worth a thought. And I mean, obviously people wouldn't be required to leave anything, but I don't know, just as a little thank you to say thank you for creating this resource for everybody. And I don't really know what I would leave, because if I put stuff in here in this room, then it would be taken by other people, I think. So I will... This is really neat, this little pool here. Anyway, so I am not going to leave something in here because I don't want it to get taken by anybody else unsuspectingly, because they wouldn't know that it's for Tzeku instead of them. But yeah, Tzeku, if you watch my videos, maybe put a tip jar in there. And if that's not, if you really just want it to be completely free and not get anything out of it, then that sounds terrible. I'm not saying you need to like exploit the fact that you have this free resource for everybody else. I'm just saying that I'm sure people who use your windmills would like to give you a gift to say thank you. That's what I'm saying. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed my little bits of rambling. I will see you back at the base where we will make my Brigadine armor. Well, that's a pretty satisfying pile of iron, if I do say so myself. Oh, there's a drifter trying to get in. What do you want, buddy? Trying to steal my iron? Take that. It's my iron, not yours. Jeez, dude, you're a stocky one. Okay. And nothing for me. Alright. So, now I have my plates and leather. And let's see. Brigadine doesn't really matter which type because they're all made the same, right? So, for the helmet, Brigadine iron helmet. Cool, there's that one. And body armor, looks like I need to make the jerkin first, so hopefully I have enough leather. I didn't actually count out all the leather that I would need for this, but I should be good, right? Okay, and then all of these plates here. Oh, good grief. There. And Brigadine body armor. Now for the legs, I'm pretty sure I need to make the leather jerkins legs for that too. So 2s and 1s. Gotta protect those private parts. with more leather than everywhere else. All right. There we go. And leather. And let's see. Let's take off the pajamas and put on, where'd it go? Okay, let's do it this way. Don't I look snazzy? It's pretty cool looking armor, actually, if I do say so myself. But look what it does to my hunger rate. Plus 156. I mean, there is a little bit plus because of the torch, but 36%. It adds 36% to your hunger rate. That is pretty intense. Let's try walking. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's slower, but it's not horrible. Not like when you're carrying a couple of chests. That's bad. When you're carrying a chest on your back and in your hands, it's awful and slow. Oh, it like hot swapped the two. That's weird. Okay, let's put the pajamas here on our little armor stand, dude. Well, with my fancy schmancy new armor on, this is all the time I have left in this episode. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, be sure to subscribe and tell all your friends. So, see you guys in the next video.